What is up, guys? It's Ron Dre 3000, bringing you some Black Ops gameplay. I believe this was an 80-plus kill game. Bringing you this in honor of all the new Black Ops 2 game info we've been getting over the past couple days. But before we get into all of that, wanted to pick up on the very last item I didn't get to talk about in my last commentary. It's a real quick pro-life tip. So I think I was the victim of a trolling attempt the other day. So I liked the video by my buddy Rock. Actually, it was a montage created by Barn and Effect of my buddy Rockefeller's gameplay. And the guy that I believe was trying to troll me had replied to my like in the video and said, "Hey, you know, aren't you a little old to be on Twitter?" I know who the YouTuber is. I've seen his commentaries and I've watched his content before. I'm not going to get into a whole bash session. I'll just leave it at this. If you are living your life based on the opinions of other people, you're living a sad life. And that's my pro tip. Believe what you believe and go with that. Alright? Alright, so let's get into Black Ops 2 multiplayer info. First, I gotta give credit where credit is due. A lot of the ideas that I'm going to discuss here in this video were actually brought to my attention by my buddy Treesky. Definitely a guy whose opinion on Call of Duty I value very much. He's actually the best player I've ever played with or against. And I'm not going to say I've played with a ton of great people, but when it comes to gun skill and even more important than that, thinking like a smart player, I can only think of one other person that even comes close, and that would be LazyBoy94. So enough with the fanboy gushing. Let's get into two things here that I need to discuss. So one of the major gripes with Modern Warfare 3 is lag compensation and how it's so different from previous CODs, and it's just horrible all the way around. The gameplay experience, there's no consistency to it. Modern Warfare 3 is actually the only Call of Duty where I want nothing to do with being host in a game. I actually purposely degrade my internet so that I cannot be host on Modern Warfare 3. Now let's take this back to Black Ops. Very early on in that game's life cycle, me and my friends started calling that game Lag Ops because hit detection and lag were so bad. I swear to God, it felt like we played on 3 and 2 bar for the first 4 to 6 months of that game. In large part, we think, due to theater mode. So Black Ops 2 has an even more robust theater mode, and on top of that, Treyarch is now giving each and every one of us the ability to live stream and codcast their gameplays. Now, it doesn't take someone with an IT background to realize that, hey, you know what? Could this potentially lead us to an even worse gameplay experience than we had early on with the original Black Ops? I'm a little apprehensive. I mean, I love what Treyarch is doing and thinking outside the box and wanting to give more to the consumer and trying to grow Call of Duty as an esport. I really applaud them for making those types of efforts, but at the sacrifice of a smooth running game, I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. For a guy like me, it's all about how the game plays. I could care less about having the option of 3 strike packages: support, assault, and specialist. I really could care less. I want a game where if I'm shooting somebody, I'm going to see and hear hit markers. I want a game where if I pull host, I'm not penalized. I want a game where what I see on screen is actually what happens. Now, I know that's network dependent, and you can't always play on a 4-bar. I understand that. But what we saw early on with Black Ops and are still seeing 9 months later with Modern Warfare 3 is absolutely ridiculous. That's why I regularly go back to COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, because hit detection and lag are predictable on those games. COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 have the best hit detection of of the newer games. How silly is that? The second major complaint I ever had about Black Ops was overpowered setups. And we really haven't gotten past that with Black Ops 2. The most overpowered setup I found in Black Ops was Ghost, Sleight of Hand, a suppressed weapon, and either Hacker Pro or Dead Silence, because you could not be seen or not be heard by anything in the game. And I think that's grossly overpowered. You should never have the option to be unseen and unheard by anything in the game. With a pick 10 system, you'll still be able to do that. You'll be able to stack Ghost, Blind Eye, Cold Blooded, Dead Silence, Awareness, which is kind of like Sit Rep Pro, and have a silence. Actually, if you go without Awareness, you'll be able to have 2 primary weapons that are suppressed. How OP is that? So, I mean, it was great that they decided to break up the stealth perks, but you're still able to stack them all in one created class. So really, what did we get away from? Nothing really, in my opinion. So I hate to be the Debbie Downer, sour Sally, bitter Betty about all this. All I'm saying is, let's not crown the game as the best COD ever until we actually play it. Alright? Those are my opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. That's all I got for today, guys. Peace out.